remember dysentery, hunting pixelated bison, fording a river, praying your wagon didn't float away. We all have memories of the Oregon Trail, the game asterisk. But what if I told you the real Oregon Trail was a story even wilder, even more challenging, and far more important than any 8-bit adventure? This isn't just about remembering a classic computer game. This is about uncovering the incredible true history of the Oregon Trail. We're going to delve into the motivations, the hardships, and the lasting impact of this massive migration westward. Forget what you think you know. We're going beyond the simple choices of oxen, food, and ammunition. Get ready to meet the real pioneers, the Native Americans whose lives were forever changed, and the harsh realities of a journey that shaped the American West. By the end of this video, you'll understand the Oregon Trail as more than just a game. You'll understand it as a pivotal moment in American history. Alright, let's talk about how this iconic game actually came to be. Forget pixelated oxen for a moment, and let's rewind to 1971. 3 student teachers at Carleton College in Minnesota, Don Rawich, Bill Heineman, and Paul Dillenberger, were tasked with creating a computer game to teach 8th grade history. Rawich, a history buff, had the initial idea, simulating the Oregon Trail. Think about it. Teaching kids about westward expansion by letting them experience a tiny, simplified version of it. Genius. Using the school's Hewlett-Packard 2000F mainframe computer and the BASIC programming language, they whipped up the very first version in just 2 weeks. It was text-based, incredibly basic, and only available on the school's system. Think typed commands and descriptions, not graphical journeys. Rawich, after leaving Carleton, actually deleted the program, but luckily, he had printed out a copy of the source code. Fast forward a few years, and he rewrites and expands the game in 1974, making it more accurate and adding more detail. Then comes MECC, the Minnesota Educational Computing Consortium. This organization was dedicated to bringing computer technology into schools. In 1978, they hired Rawich to adapt Oregon Trail Asterisk for their educational software library. This version was written in the language Focal, again text-based, but it was distributed widely to schools across Minnesota and beyond. The big turning point? 1985. MECC ported Oregon Trail to the Apple II, complete with those now classic blocky graphics. This is the version that burned itself into the brains of a generation. Suddenly, you weren't just reading about dysentery, you were seeing it in glorious, pixelated detail. This version cemented Oregon Trail as a cultural phenomenon. And the rest, as they say, is history. Or, well, historical video game history. At least. But the Oregon Trail isn't just a relic of the past or a source of pixelated nostalgia. Its story, both the real history and the game's representation of it, continues to resonate and impact us today. Think about it. Museums across the country, particularly in Oregon, Kansas, Nebraska, and Missouri, dedicate exhibits to the Oregon Trail. These aren't just dusty displays. They're interactive experiences designed to bring the realities of pioneer life to a new generation. You can see reconstructed wagons, Learn about the challenges of river crossings and understand the diseases that plague the travelers. And speaking of learning, the Oregon Trail video game itself is still being used in classrooms. It serves as a unique and engaging way to teach students about American history, geography, and even resource management. The game provides a visceral, albeit simplified, understanding of the difficult decisions pioneers faced. Beyond education, the Oregon Trail has permeated popular culture. You see references to it in everything from television shows and movies to books and even music. It's become shorthand for a difficult journey, a test of resilience, and a reminder of the sacrifices made in the name of westward expansion. The story also forces us to confront the more complex and uncomfortable aspects of this period. We're now having crucial conversations about the impact of westward expansion on Native American populations, the environmental consequences of the trail, and the inequalities inherent in the pioneer experience. The Oregon Trail, therefore, acts as a springboard for deeper, more nuanced discussions about American history and its legacy. It is a constant reminder to consider multiple perspectives and understand the full story, not just the romanticized version. So, let's recap. The Oregon Trail wasn't just a fun way to die of dysentery on a computer screen. It was a grueling journey of immense hardship, perseverance, and significant impact. We've seen how it shaped the American West, impacted Native American populations, and became ingrained in our collective memory. From the real dangers of disease and starvation, to the complicated relationships with the land and its original inhabitants, the Oregon Trail's legacy is far more complex than any 8-bit graphic can portray. What's next for understanding this vital piece of history? Well, as more primary source documents are digitized and made available, and as Native American voices are amplified, our understanding of the Oregon Trail will continue to evolve. I predict we'll see more nuanced and comprehensive accounts emerging, challenging traditional narratives and offering a richer, more accurate portrayal. If you found this deep dive into the real Oregon Trail fascinating, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We've got plenty more historical explorations planned. And hit that like button if you learned something new today.